Hello, and welcome back to In the English Corner. I would like to discuss in today's lesson the rules of the apostrophe. Now, I have divided the video into two parts because there are quite a few rules, so please follow along with me. The apostrophe is frequently misused in writing. The misuse of the apostrophe can confuse your reader. So it's very important to learn the basic apostrophe rules so that you'll use the apostrophe properly. So the first rule I would like to look at is apostrophes in contractions. Apostrophes are used in contractions to replace one or more omitted letters. A contraction is formed when two words are combined to form one word. When two words are shortened to form one word and a letter or more than one letter is left out, the apostrophe must be written in place of the missing letters. Now let's take a look at some examples. I plus will equals the contraction I'll, and have plus not equals the contraction haven't. Now I've written a list for you of some very common contractions and how you form these contractions. The first one is I plus am equals I'm, I apostrophe am. Does plus not equals doesn't, and note where the apostrophe is in each. It plus is its. Will plus not is won't. She plus will is she'll. You plus would is you'd. And you plus are is your. Now if you look very closely at this list, I have also included which letters are omitted in order to form the correct contraction. So please review this list carefully. Now keep in mind that it is common to use contractions in everyday speech and writing, but you should try to avoid using contractions in formal writing such as academic papers as well as in business letters. Now another rule to follow is the use of apostrophes and possessive pronouns. Let me explain this a little further. Apostrophes are very often misused with possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns include words such as hers, its, his, yours, ours, and theirs. Possessive pronouns already show ownership, and therefore you do not use an apostrophe with these words. Let's look at this a little bit further. I've given you a list of contractions as well as possessive pronouns. Let's look at the difference in these two lists. The contraction it apostrophe s means it is, but its without the apostrophe is a possessive pronoun and it means belonging to it. Their, they apostrophe re, is the contraction they are. But their means belonging to them, and it's the possessive pronoun. Whose, who apostrophe s, the apostrophe means it's two words, so it's the contraction who is, and whose, whose, means belonging to whom. And the last one I've outlined for you is your, you apostrophe re. The apostrophe means it's two words, meaning you are. And your, without the apostrophe, is the possessive pronoun, meaning you're belonging to you. And I've used some of these in sentences for you to help explain the meaning and the usage of them. It's it apostrophe s. He told me that it's too late to come for a visit. That is the contraction it is. However, its without the apostrophe is the possessive pronoun. And look at the difference here. The cat caught its tail under the fence. It means the tail belonging to the cat. So you can't say it is. You wouldn't use the contraction it apostrophe s. The next example, they are, they apostrophe re, so the contraction means it's they are. I think that they're, meaning they are, on the bus heading over here. But in this next example, their, which is the possessive pronoun, my husband put their, meaning belonging to them, their coats in the front hall closet. The next would be the differences between the use of WHO apostrophe S, which would mean who is, the contraction, and whose, WHOSE, which would be the possessive pronoun. WHO apostrophe S means who is. I don't know who's coming to my party yet. So you could replace this with who is. I don't know who is coming to my party yet. But the possessive pronoun is I can't remember whose coat this is. It's the possessive form of who, meaning to whom the coat belongs. And the final group that I'd like to share with you is your, YOU apostrophe RE, the contraction. I think that you're in the wrong class, meaning you are. And the next one, when are your parents picking you up from the dance, meaning your parents belonging to you. So it's the possessive pronoun. So here are a few pointers to avoid confusing possessive pronouns with contractions that sound like them. And I've given you 3 pointers. The first thing I would like you to do is when you have a sentence, expand the contraction that's in the sentence into 2 words. So if you see IT apostrophe S, expand it to it is. If you see your, YOU apostrophe RE, expand it to you are. The next thing to do is to substitute those words for contractions in your sentence. And then the third pointer is see if the sentence still makes sense. If so, use the contraction. If this contraction doesn't make sense, then you know that you use the possessive pronoun. So let's take a quick look at these 2 examples to clarify these rules. The first one, it's sad that our company lost its most important client. If you look at the 2 it's, the first one is it is. You know with the apostrophe it's the contraction. So it is sad that our company lost its, meaning belonging to it, most important client. So the second it's is a possessive pronoun meaning belonging to it because it means belonging to the company. This client belonged to the company and they lost the client. In the second example, you're going to fail the course if your marks do not drastically improve. Your, YOU apostrophe RE, that means you are. And that's what you're saying. You are going to fail the course, so you need the contraction here, if your marks do not drastically improve. Your is possessive pronoun, means belonging to you. The marks belong to you. They're your marks. So please remember, as a final point for this video, that it is an error to add an apostrophe to any possessive pronoun. There are no, and I repeat, no such words as yours with the apostrophe, hers with an apostrophe, theirs, and ours. These words are already possessive pronouns, so you do not use an apostrophe with them. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you find this helpful, and please tune in to Apostrophes Part 2, and I will outline many, many other rules of the apostrophe. Thank you.